South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome at Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will go on the attack first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Right back to the well. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this deep.
Lost one deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 35. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front 7. And linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that from him right there.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
It is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And that's a long way to throw the football. When you throw that comeback, it's all the way out wide. Nice job by the corner seeing it. The receiver looks like he's running a vertical route, but then sets it down. He stays right there with him, breaks on the football, and swats it down.
On On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on 3rd down. That was a completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on 3rd down was big.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Making side adjustments here. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. He rifles one deep to the left. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking for a crease, it's Gauze. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Fires left. Wide open downfield. Turning on the Jets. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that.
Touchdown, UNC! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10. And points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll go to the ground. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. And on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington. There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Gonna run it. It's Gauze. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
They'll go right back to it. The Tar Heels pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella.
He runs out of bounds at the 48. Brings up 2nd down.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Lopez wants to fire. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. Here's the punt high into the air. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Colin.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Lopez to pass. It's complete to the right. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here come the Irish back on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball because he is dangerous in space.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll move the tight end. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Notre Dame lines up quickly. He's got two. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Moving toward the end zone, ball out. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish.
That play right there may take a year off of the head coach's life. He thought his offense was going in for an easy score. They fumbled it, could have been a disaster, but very lucky to pounce on it, and they get the touchdown regardless.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. On the option. Now the pitch. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
Really good job by this defense, man. 4th down and short. Great job playing the quarterback first. That's the most important part of the option. Don't let him get downhill. Now it gets to the pitch man. It gets a little bit outside. They run to the football and get the big stop on 4th down.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They are executing beautifully.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Lopez wants to fire. Got his man quickly. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked...
He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Pocket breaking down. Got room at the 35. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Notre Dame. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off-play action on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it on the right. Off and running. Pass it. Touchdown, North Carolina. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Marshall. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marked it out of bounds at the 46. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marshall. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush is on him. He's going to take off. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Lopez to pass. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Young. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish back on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Grant behind the line. It's Marshall. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. From the gun. Give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about free.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Tar Heels are threatening in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Lopez wants to fire. Oh, they're after him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Smashes it between the uprights. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grab behind the line, it's Marshall. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. He was looking to get the ball farther downfield, but he just had to take what he could before he got drilled.
Sometimes you can look down the field, Reese, but you see that pressure, and it's getting to you. Get rid of the football. You don't want to take the sack. You don't want to lose the yardage, and try to let your running back or somebody else make a play out of the backfield.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Catch in the middle. It's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On first down, here comes this offense. Back to throw, it's Carr. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Using his legs, it's Goss. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Going for it all. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Just a short pass to the tight end. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Off play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Washington. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Looking downfield, it's Longo. Finds his back in the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. Notre Dame right back to the line. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught behind the line. It's Marshall. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Carr. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll set up to throw. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Here comes the heat. Going up top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The volley cheers going on high. And here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Man, and that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. Turning it on. Gives him the big stiff arm. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. The play-action fake. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Defense needs to hold its water and watch that football. It's now 2nd and 5. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Gets rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Goss. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Powers through the defender. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this 4th down that much harder. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. No good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pulls it in. It's Washington. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. There he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Looking to throw. Trying to set up the screen. Beck's going for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll try to run it in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Touchdown! 5-yarder! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This drive will open from the 15. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Lopez to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the 1st down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You've got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Tar Heels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to throw again. Picked off to stop the threat. He's loose down the middle. The 40, the 30, the 20.
And what a play by the defense, right? You got the lead, but your backs are up against the wall down in your own red zone. Someone's got to be able to step up and make a play. And he delivers in the end zone, getting the INT, preserving his team's lead here late.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Rides it and reads it. Keeps it. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Okay, one possession game, got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Lopez wants to fire. Bring in the heat. They get to him as he throws.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
He stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.